V2 itself, or V2 V. We write instead of L of V and V, we write just L of V. So L of V means L of V means L of V and V. L of V and V. L of V and V. Okay. So these transformations are from V to V, and alpha is an scalar. With this conditions, we have a ROSOT equals ROSOT. It means that let me see. Everything is okay. Okay, I thought something must be wrong, but everything is okay. Okay, we continue. This is the associative property of combination of linear transformation. The other combinations ROS plus T equals RO plus ROT, and S plus TOR equals SOR plus TOR, and IV. IV means identity mapping. So when we say IV, this is an operation and transformation on V such that this is identity. So IV X equals X. IV is identity mapping, or identity. This is a transformation too. So the combination of identity mapping or T equals TOIV and equals T. alpha SOT equals alpha SOT. So we can enter alpha into the parentheses, or we can get out alpha from the parentheses, and we have these equations. These properties hold for linear transformation between different spaces too. So if these transformations are from V2 itself, but if there are different spaces like VWX, we can say that these properties are hold again. Another lemma let V and W be vector space and T be a transformation from V to W. Internet is not working normally, we should wait. Unfortunately, sometimes internet cut off or work abnormally, so we should wait until the problem is solved. Okay, now it works normal. Let V and W be vector spaces and T be, oh my god, okay. If T is a linear transformation from V to W, we have these properties. T of 0 equals 0. So any linear transformation takes 0 to 0. Another property, if U is a linear subspace of V, then the set TU is a set of Tx for all x in U, is a linear subspace of W, and the dimension of Tu is less than or equal to the dimension of U. So if U is a linear transformation of V, the T of U capital U equals the set of all T of X T of X when X is in U, X belongs to U. This is the this is the imagine of T on U under T. So this is not just a set, but this is a linear subspace of W, because T is from V to W, V to W, and U is a subset or the subspace of V, so TU is a subspace of W. TU is a subspace of W. And the dimension of T of U is less than or equal the dimension of U. Another property, if U is a linear subspace of W. So here in B, U is a linear subspace of V, but here U is a subspace of W in the range of T. Or X in V such that Tx is in W, so this is the inverse image of U, T minus 1 of U, the inverse image of U. It means all X in V such that X is in U. This is also a linear subspace of V. So the image of any subspace of U like this is also a subspace of W, and the inverse image of U for any subset subspace of W is a subspace of V. Definition. Let V and W be vector spaces and T a linear transformation from V to W. A, the image of T. What I said, the image of T. Is the subspace image of T. It is equal to T of V. So image of T is T of V. Here is T of U is not the image of T. This is the image of U under T. But when instead of U we use the whole vector space V, T of V is the image of T or the range of T. Range of T or image of T, and the rank of T equals the number of dimension of image. Dimension of image is a number. For example, we say that this is 5-dimensional or 10-dimensional. This is a number. Dimension of image of T is a number, and we call this number rank of T. So range of T or image of T is a subspace, but rank of T is a number. And another definition is the kernel of T, or the null space of T. Kernel or null space. The kernel of the kernel or the null space of T be denoted by K of T. This is the set of all x in V such that x equals 0. So the kernel of T is a subset of V that we can show that this is a subspace of T. But the nullity is a number. The nullity of T is the dimension of K of T. So this is a number. Nullity is a number, but the null space is a subspace. We should wait again until the problem is solved. Okay. Anything is okay? Okay. We denote the nullity of T, the dimension of we say that T is finite rank. T is one-to-one if for any y in W the equation T of x equals y has at most one solution. So it means that any x takes to y, for any y, just there is one, at most one x, such that x equals y. Maybe there doesn't exist such a x, but if there exists such a x, such that T of x equals y, it must be just one x. We say that this is one-to-one. We can show that when the nullity of T equals T is one-to-one, if and only if the nullity of T equals 0, or the null space equals just the singleton 0. And we say that T is onto we say that T is onto if for any y the equation T of x equals y has at least one solution. But when we say that it is one-to-one, this equation has at most one solution. But here at least one solution. You can have 2 or 3 or more solution, but it must have at least have one solution. T is bijective or one-to-one correspondence. When for any y the equation T of x equals y has exactly one solution. Exactly here at most in D, in E at least, and in F bijective exactly one and not more solution, just one and only one solution. T, when T is a bijective, it must be both one-to-one and onto. So a bijective transformation is one-to-one and onto. Level. For V and W as vector spaces and T as a linear transformation, we have the following properties. T is one-to-one if and only if T, the equation T of x equals 0, has only one solution. One solution, that is this equation has at most one solution, only one solution, x equals 0. And this is equivalent to, as I said, the kernel of T equals the singleton 0, just one element 0, and the nullity, that is a number, must be 0. These conditions are equivalent conditions for T to be one-to-one. T is onto if and only if the image of T equals W, and if dimension of W is finite, so we should have this equation. The rank of T means the dimension of T of V must equals the dimension of W. Okay. C, if T be a linear transformation from V to W, if T as a transformation be bijective, is bijective if and only if there exists a unique transformation, like S from W to V, such that SOT equals the identity map IV, and TOS the identity map IV from IW from W to W. And if V is finite dimensional, and the dimension of B equals K, we have this equation. Nullity of T plus rank of T equals K, or equals the dimension of B. Okay. So if W and B are finite dimensional and W is also k-dimensional, then T is bijective if and only if it is onto or one-to-one. So T is bijective if and only if the nullity of T equals 0, means T is one-to-one. And we can show that it is equivalent to that the rank of T equals K. Okay. Okay. I hope we can continue with this internet speed. Okay. So we have this lemma. Another important definition is this definition. Let V be a vector space and T be a transformation from V to V. A scalar lambda in F is a scalar field, and F can be R or C only, just R or C. For lambda in F, we say that lambda is an eigenvalue of T if T of x equals lambda x has a non-zero solution. So if there is at least one non-zero x such that the T of x equals lambda of x, non-zero solution for x, and any such non-zero solution is an eigenvector. So we have eigenvalue, it means a scalar like lambda, an eigenvector, that is a vector like x. The subspace kernel of T minus lambda I means identity mapping from V to V. This subspace of V is called eigenspace. So eigenvalue, eigenvector, and eigenspace. Of course, this eigenvector or eigenspace corresponding to lambda. When lambda changes, these spaces will change too. And the multiplicity of lambda is the number, so the multiplicity of lambda. This is the number and the lambda, the nullity of T minus lambda, or the dimension of eigenspace. After this definition, we have this lemma. Let V be a vector space and T a transformation from V to V. And let lambda 1 to lambda k be the set of disjoint, not different, not the same. They must be different eigenvalues. For V, and it must be a set of distinct, means different eigenvalues. Distinct eigenvalues of T, and for each j between 1 to k, xj be an eigenvectors. Eigenvector corresponding to lambda j. So the set of vectors is linearly independent. It's very interesting. If we have a set of eigenvectors corresponding to different eigenvalues, this set of vectors is linearly independent. We have another notation MNF. MNF set up all MN matrix. MN matrices with entries in F. So, for example, MN of R means the real matrices, MN matrices, the entries are real valued. But if F equals C, MNC means the matrices that entries are in C. So the entries of such a matrices are complex numbers. We can also return the elements of MNF as by this Aij or Aijmn. Okay. We pass from this sections, and another thing is metric space, but you should study metric spaces in geometry and the elementary analysis. So I pass from these two. But I suggest that you study these subjects if you have forgotten about the open set, closed set, and other elementary topology concepts. But they are not our main subject in function analysis. And another thing that is here is about measure spaces that you have studied this in real analysis 1. So we pass from this concept 2. Okay. Now, these concepts of normal spaces are one of the important topics in functional analysis. So I omitted the previous subjects like metric space or other concepts and measure spaces, integrals, and now we start from definition 2.1. Before that, let me see. Okay. Before this, we need some concepts like this. LP. We need such spaces, LP spaces. I will speak about such spaces later. LP spaces, for example, you should study such spaces in real analysis 1. Okay. We use just LP1, LP spaces like this, and some example. LP these spaces, later we studied about these spaces, but not here. And this is Minkowski inequality. It is also important. We need this inequality for p between 1 and infinity. The sigma of the absolute value of xj plus yj power p, and hold the sigma power 1 over p is less than the sigma of xj power p, all the sigma power 1 over p plus the sigma of yj power p over 1 over p. This is an important inequality called Minkowski inequality. Another important inequality is Holder inequality. So Minkowski inequality, and another more important inequality is Holder inequality. That is the sigma of absolute value of xj, yj is less than the sigma of absolute value xj power p power 1 over p that the sigma of absolute value of yj is 1 over p. Q power minus 1 is 1 over q. The summation of this number must be 1. In this condition, we have this inequality called Holder's inequality. And another inequality is Cauchy inequality. When P and Q equals and equal 2, we have this inequality. So this is one equality in the special case of Holder inequality. This is called also Cauchy inequality or Schwarz inequality, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So this is also an important inequality. Okay, now we start chapter 2, norm spaces. I think this is enough for now, and next session will be at Tuesday 4 o'clock Iraq time, or in Iran 4:30. Any question about the chapter 1? No question? We have finished chapter 1, and next session we will start chapter 2. Okay, if there is any question about these subjects, please ask me. Alright, if you have no question, write so I understand that there is question or there isn't any question. If there isn't any question, you can finish the class. No question? So we can finish the class. Okay. So I finished the class. Goodbye.